Jalapeno juice in the eye. Okay, one of my favorite things in the entire world, I think, are chicken wings. I think I'm always trying to find the best chicken wing in whatever city I'm in. I've had some great ones in San Francisco. I was born in Buffalo, New York, and even though I try to claim that, I moved away from Buffalo when I was 9 years old, so I can't really do that. But we've had different family members that have had passed down, I guess you could say, buffalo wing recipes. So I do have a high level appreciation for that traditional buffalo wing sauce recipe flavor combo, I guess you could say. Regardless, I love chicken wings, and it's approaching fall right now. I live in Cincinnati, and our football team, the Bengals, have had their first preseason game tonight, so it got me thinking about those kind of flavors and chicken wings and those kind of things because they go so well with football. So I'm gonna go through the process of how I do chicken wings. I like to add a lot of kind of, I guess you could say, care to them. Like, we're going to brine these chicken wings. We are going to grill the chicken wings. I don't like to do them breaded. I don't like to fry my wings. I like to do them on a grill. Sometimes I smoke them, sometimes I don't, but today we're gonna grill them. So we're gonna brine them, we're gonna grill them, and we're gonna make a, I think we're gonna do a mango jalapeno barbecue sauce that we're gonna do on it too. I do dry wings sometimes, but I also appreciate a nice wet wing, if you can say, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna take you guys through the process of how I do it, and I'm bringing you guys along for the journey. Cut to that. I'm also gonna take this opportunity to show you guys exactly what I grew in my garden. I've got a couple different peppers that are going this year. So right here are going to be the jalapenos that I'm going to be using for the chicken wings today. And then I also have in here, I got a bunch of different stuff. So these here are jigsaw peppers that come in at about a little over 1 million Scoville, I think. Over here I have Naga Viper peppers that, by the time you're watching this video, hopefully the next video that comes out will be with Gage Smith and Justin Loneker, and we're going to be eating these. Over here, I have a pepper that I have never had, but I'm absolutely terrified of, but I'm finally going to get to, and this is the chocolate bootla. And then over here, I have some caramel butch tea scorpion peppers. Don't know, I've never had that plant before, or I've never had this pepper before either. Equally terrified. Over here, these are peach reapers. Right here, peach reapers. Another one I'm not familiar with, and it's taking a really long time to fruit, but it's finally starting to get a little fruit up there. So, lots of pepper videos coming. Okay, to start, I'm going to just make a simple brine for the chicken. I always brine all of my poultry. I started a few years ago when I brined my Thanksgiving turkey for the first time, and it was like the best decision I've ever made. So from now on, I brine everything that I do. So not pictured in here, I took 4 cups of water and I dissolved a ½ cup of kosher salt in here. So this is like a hot, salty liquid that I've got going on. And what that's gonna do is it's going to suck the moisture into the chicken and make this like a juicier chicken. To this hot liquid, I add another 4 cups of cold water with ice in it because I'm lazy. You know, a lot of times people take a brine and bring it to a boil so everything is all mixed together, but I like just doing hot water and salt, and then I add cold water on top of that to bring it up to a room temperature basically, so that way I can get my brine going faster. Other than that, you can toss in whatever you really want to. I have some fresh herbs from my garden, so I have some thyme that I'm gonna put in there, and I have some oregano that I'm gonna put in there. Also, peppercorn, a bunch of random peppercorns that are gonna be in there. And I also do a couple dashes of soy sauce. That would be about, I don't know, about a tablespoon of soy sauce, maybe a little bit more. And then finally, to add a little bit of kick to it, I have four those jalapenos from my garden. So I'm just going to loosely kind of half them and then just toss them in the brine. And so hopefully the jalapenos and the peppercorns and the thyme and the oregano and some of that soy sauce is just going to penetrate the meat and make it taste real good. It's a nice juicy chicken wing. And I'm going to let these brine for about, I'm going to say about 4 hours. Since the chicken wings are pretty small, they don't need to brine for super long. I like to do full wings, so it's going to have the drummy and the flat on there. So I don't like the tips on there, so you find a little joint and just cut it off. And then also, I put a little slit in the skin right where the flat and the drummy arc, so when it cooks, it's gonna kind of tighten up and it's gonna be more literal. And then there's any like little bits kind of hanging off of it, I can trim it up. And then just one by one, into the brine. So if I didn't mention before, we are going to be making a jalapeno mango barbecue sauce to go with these wings. Some people like their wings just dry. I am not in the dry camp most of the time. So I like to have a little bit of sauce going on with it. We're gonna grill them indirect, we're gonna lightly sauce them, and then we're going to give them a nice sear on the hot side of the grill. And that's gonna add a little bit of char, but I don't wanna over sauce them because I don't want to burn the sauce on the wing, but I do want to get a little bit of crispiness to the skin. And when I cook them, I'm also gonna cook them indirect at a lot higher temperature, so I'm gonna aim for like 375, 400 on my grill as I'm cooking these guys because I want crispy skin. Now that we have all of our chicken into this brine, we're going to cover it and then we're going to refrigerate it for about 4 hours before it goes on the grill. And that's going to get a chance for these chicken wings to absorb some liquid and get nice and juicy where they're going to stay. So, into the fridge. Okay, a little breakdown of the sauce that I'm going to be making today. So it's going to be a mango jalapeno barbecue sauce. So I've got 2 mangoes here and a little bit of honey, which I'm going to rely on for the sweetness. I'm hopefully going to get a lot of the sweetness and the fruitiness clearly from the mangoes. So I'm hoping I can get all or both of them in there. There's 6 jalapenos from the garden. I'm hoping to use all of them, but I'll kind of taste the sauce as I move along. Some garlic, some onion, I have some organic tomato sauce, I've got some organic apple cider vinegar, salt, pepper, limes, like I said, garlic, some Worcestershire sauce, and some yellow mustard. Okay, so the first step is I'm just going to put this on low, get a little olive oil warm in this Dutch oven here. Onion and jalapeno first, just kind of get those softened, and then I'll put the garlic in last, because the garlic can burn really fast, you're going to have to be careful. So since I'm going to be using an immersion blender later, I'm just going to kind of give this like a rough chop, I guess you say. So normally I would kind of mince this or something like that, but I'm not really too worried about it because the amazingness that is the immersion blender is going to come and do a lot of the hard work for me later. So I'm just going to give it a rough chop. Next I'm going to get these jalapenos chopped, and then I'm going to wash my hands immediately after that because if you don't, the oils from the jalapenos will get on your hands, and then a couple hours later your hands will be burning and you will only make that mistake once like I did. It's been a pretty hot summer so far, and I can see some sort of some white marks on these jalapenos where they've been stretched almost, and that's, I believe, is a sign for when it's a good sign when they're going to be really hot. Even though jalapeno is kind of on the lower side of the Scoville scale, they can still pack a pretty good punch. Jalapeno juice in the eye. I'll say about half the jalapeno in there now. Almost all of it. So we got the onion, jalapeno in here, getting soft. I think it's the point where we can add the garlic by the time I get it chopped. So I really like garlic, so I'm going to go with about 5 cloves of it. I'm just going to smash it, get the skins off of it, and then again loosely chop it and just toss it in there. I think one of the worst things in the world might be chopping garlic, skinning and chopping garlic. It's sticky. I almost cut myself. It's sticky. It's hard to do. Skins never come off very easy, so it's kind of nice when you have a recipe like this where you can just kind of smash it. Garlic in, 2 pretty good liberal pinches of salt to start, and a whole bunch of fresh black pepper. I'm just going to come in and slowly cut the skins off of all of them. Pretty excited about this sauce. I'm starting to become a big fan of making fruit-based barbecue sauces and hot sauces. I kind of like working with the natural sweetness from fruit instead of adding a bunch of sugar or molasses or things like that to it. I kind of like it. I don't know, it's got a much more natural kind of. This is a perfectly ripe mango too, jeez. So to start, I'm going to go with a cup of tomato sauce, almost all of it. I'm going to go with 1/3 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. I like it, my barbecue sauce is a little bit more on the vinegary side. When it comes to honey, I'm going to aim for about 3 tablespoons. So I'll say 1, 2, 3 tablespoons. For Worcestershire sauce, I'm going to say about maybe 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, right about there, about 1/4 cup. So I'm going to say about that much. I think it's all going to be kind of about feel here. Now what we have left to add is the limes and also the mango. So the mango I'm going to kind of chunk that in there and let this all kind of reduce and meld and release their juices and kind of taste and see where we are from there and see if any more mango or jalapeno need to be added. So you find if you roll the limes, you get more juice from them. I'm thinking that the lime is going to add some sort of like acidity to this and combat the sweetness. I'm not really sure how the mango and the lime are going to play together, but I'm really hoping this is going to bring a lot of acid to it. So I think to start, I'm actually only going to go with 1 lime, and I can always add more. Okay, so we got the juice of 1 lime in there. So this is what the sauce is looking like now. So I'm going to let this kind of cook down and sort of marinate. Get the immersion blender going, and then kind of taste and see where we are from there, and then adjust. I'm gonna let this go for about 30 minutes and just do a slow simmer and let everything just kind of meld together. Okay, so this sauce has been reducing for about 20 minutes now. It's actually really thickened up, so I might need to add a little bit more liquid to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with this immersion blender, and then give it a taste and kind of see where we're standing with this. Super hot, but give it a taste and kind of see where we're standing. A lot of vinegar, a lot of tomato. It definitely needs more sweetness. I'm gonna go ahead and add the entire other mango and the entire lime as well. Let them release their juices. Get that all pureed up. I'm gonna give it another 20 minutes in here. It's definitely got a thick consistency to it, which I really enjoy. So hopefully the flavor is just there. Way more sweetness there. That's good. I'm gonna say a little bit more salt and pepper, but it's pretty much right where I want it to be. The heat is really good. It's not in the forefront. It's more residual. First thing I'm tasting is I'm tasting the acid, I'm tasting the vinegarness of it. I'm getting a lot of sweetness from the mango. A little bit of sweetness from the onion after it reduced down as well. This is actually really good. Okay, the sauce is complete. The chicken wings have been in the refrigerator brining for about 3 hours now, so I'm gonna wait another hour, get them out, get them washed off, get them dried, and then we're actually gonna start the actual cooking process of these chicken wings. We're getting there. Okay, the wings have been in the refrigerator in their brine for about 4 hours now, so I'm gonna get them out. I'm gonna get them washed off, I'm gonna get them patted dry, and then I'm gonna get the grill up to temp, and then we're gonna get the actual cooking process going now. I got the grill up to about 400 degrees. Time to get these wings on. So I'm gonna be cooking them indirect. So I got burner on right here on the right hand side. I'm gonna get the wings over on the left hand side, and I'll let these go for about, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes should probably do it, hopefully. Okay, the wings have been on for about 10 minutes. I'm just gonna give them a flip and a little rotation. Okay, so they've been on for about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna check the temperature of these. So we're looking at about 145 degrees. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I have about 3 tablespoons of the barbecue sauce. gonna take the wings, I'm gonna lightly toss them in that, get the grill going full blast, as hot as it can go. So we're gonna cook these on direct heat now and get the skin all crisped up. So that they're all lightly coated. Now, since this is the hottest section of the grill, we're gonna put these directly on the hottest part of the grill. With the meatiest side down. Ooh. I'm gonna pay pretty close attention to these because I don't want the skin. I want the skin to be crispy, but I don't want it to burn. There we go. Starting to get some good color on these. Now I'm gonna flip them and then rotate the back ones to the front ones. All right, let's see how they're doing. Oh, they are looking good. They are looking good. So I flipped them a few times. Got a good char going on. We'll get these off the grill, get these in the house, get them sauced, and get them on a plate. Okay, it is right there at the moment of truth. So I'm gonna put about, I don't know, ladle of sauce in there. Grab a tongs. I'm gonna do it like 2 wings at a time. So put a couple wings in there. Make sure the wings are covered in the sauce. Boom. Shake them off and then kind of just plate them. So there's gonna be like actual chunks of mango like on the wings, which at first I was like, oh man, that sucks. I wish I should have put it like in an actual blender and really got a good puree on it, but I'm actually hyped on the texture. So, all right, last 2 wings. This is how I brine my wings. I grilled them on indirect heat and I made a jalapeno mango barbecue sauce for them. All right, I gotta actually try one of these babies now. See, I'm not really a guy who goes for a drummy over a flat or a flat over a drummy. It doesn't really matter. A chicken wing is a chicken wing to me. So, whoo, they're very hot. I'm gonna go with the flat on this one though, I guess. I am super, super happy with the way it's turned out. It's very juicy. The barbecue sauce is awesome. It's got like some fruitiness to it. It's got some heat backed up. The only thing I would change, I might have grilled them just ever slightly longer because I would go for a little bit more char on the skin. But other than that, this is a very good wing. So I'm happy they turned out. Hope you guys enjoyed the process of doing this. Let me know if you guys enjoy the cooking style videos. This is something I do at home naturally, so if you guys like this and you want to see more of this, is a very natural thing that I can continue to do. Regardless, thank you guys for checking out the video, and I'll see you guys on the next.
Hey, this is Brine Ambs. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there, and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.